Hey, welcome traders. It's Friday, end of the week, SpaceX day for you. If you watch my other video, I recapped some of the trades that we closed this week. Six great trades, really great week this week. Considering the up and down nature of the markets, we're doing extremely well out there. But I want to give you a little bit of an idea of what we're trading right now. So I'm going to give you two solid trade ideas that we just put on, or I just put on a few hours ago. So I'm excited about both of these trades. And let's take a quick look at the market and some charts, maybe give you some ideas out there. We haven't done that in a while on YouTube. So I'm going to give you some charts, some trade ideas, and we'll see if any of those things resonate with you. All right, let's just jump in and take a look at some of the charts right now and see what's going on out there. All right, yes, having an okay day today, up a 0.5% on the day. We never did really get down to this 38.2 fib, so it's a very shallow retracement. Is that good, bad? Don't know yet. We'll see. We could just continue on higher, or this could be the start of an ABC retracement and then a bounce and another leg higher. I still think we have more room to go to the upside. I don't think a correction is here yet. Maybe save that for the fall winter time frame after the midterm elections, but we'll see what happens. So there we are on ES, shallow pullback. Oil moving down lower, continues to be a little bit bearish here, not terrible. And we've made a lot of money on oil this year. And while oil is down, I do not expect to see it down into the 60s or the 50s. I think this thing's going to hold up. I think there's a lot of problems out there with oil supplies and transportation of it. And I think oil is going to hold up for quite a while. So we'll be putting on some new trades on oil coming up. Gold got murdered this week, getting a little bounce today. Silver, oops, didn't mean to move the fibs. Silver, same thing. Moved down right to the 618 fib here yesterday and bounced. Kind of like where silver is. Might be a trade idea for next week coming out. Bonds just hanging in there, trading sideways in this value area. I think they set up for a good strangle. We just closed a TLT strangle. I've got another ZB futures bond strangle on right now, but I do like what I see in bonds from that perspective. Taking a look at some of the Mag 7 here. Amazon down, getting close to that anchored VWAP in the 200-day. Maybe this is a bounce area. We'll see. Has yet to materialize. Nvidia pulled back to the 50% fib yesterday, bouncing a little bit today. Not convincing. We'll see what happens there. Tesla getting a little bit of a bounce, maybe off some of the SpaceX and Elon Musk stuff that's happening, but it did hit the 618 fib here in a nice ABC correction here and now bouncing. This could be a nice opportunity on Tesla. Meta looks like dog poop. Not real happy with Meta. I wouldn't want to be in it. I'm not in it. Apple hanging in there. Okay, 38.2 fib is to the penny on the fibs. Just holding on right now. Jury's out. Google at the 38.2 fib and the anchored VWAP and the 50-day moving average and a previous pivot high support level here. Maybe this is a good spot to get on Google, but I want to see some follow through. We're not getting that today. And then Microsoft continues to look poopy here as well. All right. That being said, looking at some of the other stocks out there, Duro, again, in a bit of an A, B, but not yet the C correction. I'm going to hold off on that. ANET here just kind of drifting sideways. Looks okay. Not going to touch it in here, but it doesn't look too bad. And there's the end of the day. Bell app here, we're in it. It came right down and is holding right on to this anchored VWAP that dates all the way back to March 30th. So love the anchored VWAP here. We'll see if it can try to reclaim this 50-day moving average. Was also in this golden zone between the 50 and 618 fibs. I like it here. We're already in it for a dynamic poor man covered call trade, but I do like I do like app in here. I do like ARM's little bounce here. We'll see if it continues. ASML, too far gone for me. ASTS, this is the one we looked at today. I'm going to cover this trade in a minute with you. We did put a call cannon trade on ASTS today. I like the pullback here to the 618, actually a little bit below. Trying to hold on to this trend line in here. I think it's a little bit overdone. We'll see. We're going to put on a call cannon trade here, giving us some downside protection and looking for some income on it. Broadcom trying to hold the 618 here. Not a bad zone, but we got to see follow through. We don't see a lot of strong follow through from many of these stocks that took a pretty good beating in the last 2 weeks. So until then, I don't know that the bottom is officially in. It might be. GE Vernova has just been sliding, trying to recover off the 50 fib. Looks okay here. We'll keep an eye on it. Hood, though, looking great. A bit of a more cup and handle here trade. I like it. It bounced right off the 618 earlier this week, running higher. New recent highs today. Hood looks good. It's starting to get its act together. IREN came down, hit the 50% fib. It had hit the 618 fib. Uh, area previously before this high, obviously. We got to remove these a bit, but it came right down to the 50% retracement of its overall up move and bounced nicely off of it. I like where IREN is. I think that sets up pretty well. Let's skip a few here, talk about Nebius. I like where Nebius is. This has a nice bounce off the 38.2 fib. It's above the 21, stocks above both RSI climbing. This looks like a good opportunity. We got in this today as well with a trade. So we're in it for a 112 bear trap style trade. Now we got in this week as well. We just got into this trade. Love this hammer candle at the 618 fib. Looks pretty good. Like what Novo is trying to do in here. Bounced off the fifth, a ABC correction into wave 4. If that wave 4 is over now, we could be beginning wave 5. This thing could have some significant upside to go. We'll keep skipping down a little bit more. Palantir, don't like it here. It is at a support level. Let's see if it can hold. It rejected hard at the 200. It's bearish. I'm staying out for now. SoFi can't seem to get much going. It's just meandering around down here. SpaceX went live today, so I just thought I would take a look at this. It closed the day at 161 here and down a little bit in the after hours market. So opening at 150, ran all the way to about 176, pulled all the way back to 161. If you got in at 150, congrats, you're up a whole $10. If you got in at 160, you're flat. If you got in at 170, you're now down 10 points. And if you manage to top tick this thing, you're now down 16 points. I'm staying pretty far away from this thing. We'll see what happens after the lockup periods and on a company that makes no money, has no earnings. We'll see how they do. All right. UNH performing extremely well. Still trying to finish this first wave, in my opinion. And then Zeta. I like Zeta Global here. A nice bounce off the 50, close to the 200. A little bit of a follow through today. If we get some more follow through Monday, that could be off to the races. Bitcoin trying to put in a decent little area down here of consolidation. I think it's very constructive, looks pretty good. And then Ethereum doing something a little similar, flipped the PSAR to bullish today. RSI coming off oversold levels here. We've got to gain the 8 and then maybe the 21. So it might be a little early on it, but I think this is not a bad spot to be in. All right. That being said, let's cover the two trades that we did today, and then we'll wrap it up for you. So I'm going to give you two trades that I would normally give the members. I'm going to share them with you. Who knows what they'll look like on Monday, but today, first one was ASTS. Talked about those charts on ASTS today as well. I liked the pullback into this area. I'd like to see it hold the previous downtrend line as a support level. It's below the 618 fib, so it has corrected quite a bit. We're going to put on a call cannon trade, which is an in-the-money poor man covered call, short term. I give you the trades here. I did a 70 DTE, 45 strike call as our long position, high delta, 95 delta on that. And then I sold an in-the-money short call out 6 days at the 76 call. So together makes up our trade here. We've got great downside protection should it go south a bit more from here. If not, we just need it to hold above 76 by next Friday. And if it can do that, we'll make a nice little return here. on our money. So there's the first trade on ASTS. Again, an in the money. I call them a call cannon. Okay, you load the longs. Okay, fire the shorts. Short-term trade, just like we closed one in UNH this week as well for almost 2% in 8 days. That's all we're looking for is, 1, 2% in a week or so on these trades. Then the next trade is the Nebius trade. So on the Nebius trade, we decided to go with the bear trap trade. Setups are pretty similar between these two for me, but they're very specific setups. So you've got to know the best time to enter. This is a short-term bear trap trade. We did a 112. It can be a 113, a 111, what have you. We closed a bunch of 111s this week in oil, but we also closed 112s in Hood and others. Okay, so these short-term trades been paying off nicely for us. And there's another one here. We sold the two naked puts at 160, and we've got a put debit spread at 202 and a half to 200. So we've got some nice downside, not really protection, but we've got some downside bonus if we are near the trap or in the trap and there is no risk to the upside. It's like a ratio spread trade. Okay, we'll manage these trades as we always do. But we took in $1,228 in credit on this trade, using about $13,000 in buying power over the next 14 days for that trade. So it's almost a 9% trade. We have our strategies of when to close early, when to stop. So we'll keep those going. But if you had a good week this week, fantastic. It's been a rocky road here. If you had a good day today, if you got into SpaceX and that's what you enjoy doing, more power to you. I'll wait, maybe see if there's a better deal, or I'll never get in because it's not a company that fits any of my criteria at all. Okay, and I've missed out on plenty of those before, but I will stick to my strategies here. If you want to find out more about how we structure these trades, how to manage these trades, we booked $7,200 in realized gains this week in a turbulent market. Imagine what we're going to do when the market is a little less turbulent, which I don't know if that's going to be possible. Okay. Why not come and learn how to do some of these trades, learn how to educate yourself, learn how to make the right adjustments, learn how to work the Greeks, learn how to work the adjustments in these trades, learn how to roll at the right time, when to roll, when not to roll. Okay, all of these things are super important, and learn how to build your trade plan. Okay, don't just copy these trades. I'm giving you some trade ideas. Okay, that's just ideas. Decide what you want. Maybe you think, I don't want to do the 112. Okay, it's got too much risk. I'm just going to sell a put credit spread. Okay, do that. Okay, similar types of setups on these, or maybe you'd rather do the put ratio spread, which is the exact same thing as the 112, or maybe you'd like to do something else in there and just buy calls. Maybe you want to do the short-term poor man covered call type of trade. Any of these strategies can work, but there's so many of them out there. You've got to narrow down your focus, and that's what we try to help you do. Okay, for me, two systems. Okay, multiple different trades depending on the regime and the setups in there. Come and learn, get the education. If you want to join the Discord, use code KING, K-I-N-G. Okay, get money off that first month. Okay, very inexpensive. Jump in, get the trade strategies, get the spreadsheets, learn from the group, watch what the other members are doing, get involved in the chat, improve your overall knowledge, and make it worth your time. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.